Okay, so I just recorded a whole 6 minutes and I have nothing that I want to put in here. So here's a new start. Alright, since I have nothing else to talk about, I'm gonna tell you a little story about a midnight trip to Sherry's. By we, I mean Emily and Shelby and myself, went to the Hush Sound. And then there were some other bands that played and stuff, and then we went back to my house. Because I was dying to see Fanny Pack's dance last week, and we watched the last last 10 minutes of America's Best Dance Crew, and did anyone else see Fanny Pack dance? That was the best dance of my life. I was freaking out afterward. I've watched that online probably 40 or 50 times now. Like, so good. It was my background for a little while, like a screenshot of it, but yeah. Anyway, so we go down to Sherry's afterward. It's like 11:15 when we get down there. I turn off the car, pull the key out of the ignition. Look at it. It felt weird. Look at it. There's half of the key left. Just half of it. The other half was fucking broken off in the ignition. So I'm just sitting there with half a key going, okay, what the fuck do I do now? Like, my car's broken. So we call my grandparents. It's like 11:30. We call them. They come down. We try to get it out with like tweezers and pliers, and nothing works because there's no way. So I shove the half of the key in there and like turn it on, and it actually it starts. The car starts, and we drive it back to my house. And then we went back to Sherry's because we were starving. But the next day, I had to take it in to get fixed, and it cost $210. I don't have that kind of money. I'm broke. I spend all my money on books and movies. That's all I do. Oh, and I forgot. That night, like the next day, I went to the Breaking Dawn midnight release. And for those of you who don't know, Breaking Dawn is the fourth and final Twilight series book. And I feel like such a 14-year-old girl for reading those, but I don't even care because they're so good. So anyway, got the book at midnight, stayed up and read it, and then I had to open the next morning at 4:15. I didn't sleep that night. I just pulled an all-nighter. I read for 3.5 hours, and then I got ready for work, went to work, worked until 11:15, so it was like a long shift, and then came home, read some more, took a nap, woke up, read some more. Like, all I've been doing is reading, but I finished it a few days ago, and it is so, I don't care who you are, I don't care what kind of books you like, I think you should read them. I mean, they're not the best written books, but the storyline just like sucks you in, and someone told me about it like 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, those are stupid, like why would I ever read that? And now I'm obsessed, and the movie comes out December 12th, and I am almost as excited for that. I'm pretty much just as excited for that as Half-Blood Prince. I feel like all my neighbors are staring at me.